Alright, back again, Luke here. And today, as you can see in front of you, we have out another one of those arcade PCBs from Ken6275, and this is our Road Riot. And as you can see in front of you, it is extremely dirty. This thing looks like it has been through the ringer and back. But yeah, I figured we could go ahead and plug this guy in here and check some of that, see what it's doing or what it's not doing. And as you can see, it is pretty dirty. But yeah, let's take a look. Here's the front side. Let's take a look at the back. Back side. The back of the board actually looks quite good. It looks like maybe some parts maybe desoldered there, but not too bad. Doesn't look like any scratch marks or anything. I mean, the bottom of the board looks really good. Surprising considering how dirty the front looks, or the top part looks. But yeah, I can't see any real damage to the bottom of this. It looks really good. But so far, this is what we're dealing with here. Let's put this on. You can hear it creak and crackle there. But yeah, this is the setup. Oh, and as you can see here, looks like we have maybe some damage to this CPU. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and maybe plug this thing in and see what it's doing or what it's not doing. And we'll go from there. All right, ready? Let's turn off the lights and... All right. That is a bunch of static garbage on there. There is nothing going on. We've got no watchdog. Doesn't look like we have a clock signal to this at all. And I mean, just observation here, but looking at this, whatever, 68,000 CPU, it is pretty rough. And I'm not sure what's going on underneath there, but we're going to have to take this out and mess around with it. So first step is to, let's just remove this and see what this thing looks like, because that doesn't look normal. So I'll get on that and I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Alrighty, so let's pop this CPU out and check some of that. Now, I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver here, and I know some people just hate the idea of using a flathead screwdriver, and they would rather you use a puller or a pair of, like, you know, these kind of grips on the side, but to lift out CPUs and stuff like that, it's a bit ridiculous. I mean, if you enjoy using those tools, I say go for it, but honestly, if you're careful, it doesn't matter if you use a flathead screwdriver. You could probably use a butter knife. I mean, you know, just anything that has a flat tip on it, and just be careful. What I do is I kind of gently put it in there, just turn a little bit like that, and you can see the top parts coming out already. Then you can move all the way to the front here, and you can see the tip of that popping out, and then move over here, and that is it. And there you go. And oh my gosh, look at this thing. What in the world is going on there? All right, we've got bent pins here, and let's see if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There is our clock pin right there. 16, 17, that'll be the reset, and no, that'll be halt, and then 18 will be reset. But yeah, that's probably a reason why this thing is not working. And if we look at the other side, geez, look at this. So this thing has some solder, or solder, whichever way you want to pronounce it, kind of stuck to these pins. It looks like they're stuck. Maybe they're bent up and kind of stuck together there. So this is a huge thing going on here. This is probably why this isn't working so well. The other thing about this is I have no idea what frequency this is. I don't know if this is a 10 or 12 or 16 or whatnot, because all of the stuff is just gone off the top of it here. So oh geez, there's some more over the top there. Those are all bent in. Well, that would be a nice fix if it was just that, but we'll have to wait and see here. These boards are notorious for a couple of different problems. One of them is the sound, and sometimes the graphics wind up going bad, and that's usually a seating problem with most of the chips, the ICs. Alright, so we're going to flatten that out. Let's see if we can maybe pull this out. It does look like there is at least one. Yeah, maybe I can move this out of the way here, just so we don't mess it up a bit. But it does look like there's at least one leg here that we can bend out. I don't know about the other one, so I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife. Probably have a better place to hold this down here. Let's see if we can bend this one out. Looks like it's been this way for quite some time. Ah, okay, nope, that's not a leg. There are no legs. Okay, those legs are completely gone. So, what we could do is we could put in another CPU, but like I said, I don't know what this CPU is running at. Or we can just kind of fix these legs up using some legs from socket and just kind of put them on there and then try and test this one out and see if it still works or not. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and see if I can find some legs here from an old socket or an old IC somewhere. Usually I've got something hanging around here. That should work. It's an old socket we could pull out. All we need is just basically the legs off of this. So with a pair of like needle nose pliers, you can just kind of push this through. And there's one pin. And we just need one more. So this socket isn't going to be reused. It's just going to be tossed out. We can use the parts here. And there we go. So you can see we've got two pins here. Next we're going to just chop them down a little bit. So I'm going to use my side cutters here. And as you can see, this part, we are just going to snip this off. And we shall get a much flatter piece that we can use. We're going to do that on the other leg as well. There we go. There's that one too. And we'll grab our old flux here. Try and find a way to stabilize this so it stays flat, like so. Add a little bit of flux to these legs. I'm gonna have to clean them off, I think, maybe. Or maybe we can get away with it. Where are my tweezers? Should have had all this stuff kind of set up beforehand, but yeah, what can you do, right? Alright, I can't find them right now, so we're just sort of fumbling around. I'm just gonna use these needle nose pliers and we'll hold this leg here on the back side. I'm going to apply a little bit of flux. And we're going to add a little bit of some solder to the back of this. And this one already has plenty of it on there, so we should be able to just press this down here and graft our leg onto this. Hopefully it's not too long. Looks a little bit longer than usual. We can probably trim that down a bit. Well, once again, this is basically for testing purposes. I have no idea if this thing's going to work or not, but at least it's going to be fun to try and check. So, I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work, but if it does work, then great, right? Recycling some of these old parts. Literally recycling. I mean, this is really scraping the barrel, bottom of the barrel. Add a bit more solder here to the bottom. Strange angles, strange camera angles, strange guy. All of it together. Let's try and clip that down a bit more, and let's see if we can get this one fixed. Come on, get on there. Okay, let's add a bit more to this, and then we'll do this. Okay, I think that is all right. So, as you can see, not pretty, And this guy's a little bit long, so let's trim it down just a bit. Getting the old nails done here. And the top of this is a bit long as well, so trim that back. Parts flying everywhere. Okay. Alright. That is not super pretty, but it should do the job. So let's go ahead and bend these legs back out as the best we can, I suppose. This will look like really, really rough. Looks like someone just kind of tossed in an old CPU and was like, hey, I'm done with this, you know. But that might work. Alright, let's grab our board again. Flop this up here and check some of that. Right. Let's put this in here. I think we should be all set. Actually, these are a little bit bent in too far. Alright. Okay. It is making contact. So, let's try that out. Let's see what we get with this. Let's move this aside. Makeshift camera stands. Get on there. Okay. Alright, we got this. We've got our kind of makeshift CPU. Everything looks like it's in. It's in place, no bent legs. Let's give it a shot. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. Got a rug pattern, which looks pretty rough. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? What? Oh my gosh. We are up and rolling? No way. No way. Man, this is crazy. Oh, look at that. We've got graphics. Everything. Wow. So this CPU is okay. Do we got sound? Yes, we do. Oh, that's pretty loud. We have sound as well. Oh my gosh.
Ready, set, go!
This is the shots here. Wow. But I don't have anything, any controls hooked up here, so it's just gonna crash into stuff. But wow, it is, it's super loud here. And there's no way to kind of get out of that. Oh wow, this is cool. Jeez, that is a super ugly botch job right there, but the CPU is working. Is actually functioning. Can you believe that? Like, how bad, you know, that CPU looks. But it is working, and the sound is working, which is amazing as well. I suppose one thing I should do, just want to check here, is that let's turn this off. Man, some of these repairs, I tell you what, this is getting a bit too easy. I don't know. Let's see what else we can do. Let me try and put this back up here again. And I just want to check underneath this this board here, just to make sure, because I know that, like I said, the sound chips, they do have a tendency to die out on these boards. And where is my... There we go. Oh, that's in there. Okay. Usually just one of these screws here, and it looks like the other screw's kind of missing. And then it has these tabs over on the side, which actually that's not connected. And neither is that. Okay. Well, you can just normally just pull this off on the top here. And it is a bit tight. There we go. Wow, look at that. Jeez. Dusty Central. Yeah, this is is what the sound section looks like. Now, for those of you guys out there who have a Rode Riot PCB that doesn't have sound, the biggest issue or the biggest problem with these Rode Riots is that this IC here goes bad. I don't know exactly what the cause is, maybe just age or whatnot, but it does go bad over time. You can see there, 6B. And there is a replacement for this that you can just kind of drop in replacement. Actually, I might have one. Let me see if I can find one. This is the original part number. Let's get this off there. This is the original part number. But as I mentioned, this does go out, and when it does go out, the sound doesn't work, or it won't save any of the system settings. So you'll find that it just, even if you can get it to save in the menu for the sound level, it won't save permanently. So when you go into the game, it'll actually stop playing. Let me see if I've got. I think I've got one or two here. In this case, where is it? It's kind of crazy that I have these ones laying around. Well, not really laying around, but I do have a couple of these ones. Just because the last time I wound up repairing something like this, I decided to pick up a couple of these. This is a replacement that you can use for this. This is the number for it, and I might have done this for my other video. Maybe I mentioned this in my other video for my own Rode Riot PCB that I have. But this should be a drop-in replacement, and minus the fur and the hair and whatnot going on over there. This is definitely going to be cleaned out, so... Oh no, I made a mistake. Oh geez guys, I'm an idiot. Sorry. This is not the right one. It's the one that's up here. Big mistake. So sorry. This is the one. It has the same part number on it. My mistake. So as you can see here, this is the one, and this is the replacement one. So, exact same part number. Maybe this one was replaced once before, but this is where this will go. You know, sometimes people who kind of have a script set and whatnot, they can just kind of run through it and not have any issues, but when you do it off the cuff, it really, yeah, sometimes turns out horrible. Alright, this one does look it. It's okay. We might have to reset the sound settings on this, because anytime, I think if you remove that and you replace it again, you have to reset the sound. But I can show you guys that. It's not difficult at all. It takes only a couple seconds. Alright. That should be okay there. So, let's see. Let's see if we get sound. Maybe we will. Maybe not. Okay. Let's see. Let's go in here. You have to actually hold this down, so this is going to be hard. Let's try this. Got to hold this down here because I don't have a clip. Keep this on. Maybe I might have some tape here. Maybe this will help. Let's use a piece of tape so I can show you guys this, just to keep our test button on. As long as that stays on for a couple seconds. I can go here and adjust the volume. Whoop. And then there we go. So after adjusting the volume here, and then it'll say push the pedal to restore, push start to set new volume, so this will stay at this level. And as long as the chip is okay here, you should be alright. Let's remove the tape. And when you go into this, is this thing, maybe is this on game options? Let's see. Attract mode. Yes, music in attract mode. Okay. Should be okay. Let's try this. Let's see if we get any sound now. Should start off with, well, is that pushing again? Oh, I think I made this thing stick. There we go. Yeah, as long as you hear that, just like the Mortal Kombat, you know, bell, you're all set. And that should give you full sound there at the beginning. In fact, we didn't have full sound before, if you guys remember. It wasn't playing this sound, and it should have been. So that chip was actually bad. It was only partially working. Because we didn't change any of the settings at all, but there we go. There you go. So we have another board here that is fully functioning, and what I might do is, you know, this, it works, but it's not exactly the prettiest thing, so I don't know. I might try and see if I can find another CPU for it and definitely clean this thing up. But nevertheless, just want to share with you guys a bit of a look at this Riot PCB and some of the things to get it up and running again. But it's there, and it's another one saved from the grave. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.
Ready, set, go!
There we go. All we can do is just shoot and hit people on the side of the road. Is there any way to actually get through this, maybe? Without any controls? That would be nuts. If we could. I don't think we're going to be able to, though. No! Oh! Can we at least get one lap? Or no? That might be asking too much here. Oh, no. Just crashing into tires. Yeah, but anyway, guys, it's just some messing around here. But as you can see, it is alive and working, and I think that's an A+ win right there. Alright, it's about enough of this madness here. We'll see you again for the next video.